Logan's gonna go back to the group, and as he emerges from the shadows, just look at everyone and be like, "We're really going to need to take a long rest."
With long rest complete, 8 hours have elapsed. The bodies have been piled up and sort of burned alive, not burned alive, but have been purged and burned by the other prisoners who have also taken rest in this very unsettling, essentially like it's supposed to be a chamber of interrogation, but man, it is super got that torturous vibe. So it hasn't been a very comfortable rest, but rest nonetheless.
To confirm,
yes.
What type of rest was that?
A long rest, which I
Gotcha.
believe you've already taken. I'm gonna check your.
I wouldn't need to because I didn't get hurt or use anything.
I would say you have no abilities that actually require you to use a long rest, so you're good.
Yeah, I didn't need to rest. It's why I went on my little adventure.
Yeah, and found out some definitely needed information. So,
but everyone else is good. You're all rested.
Everyone else is rested. If there's anything else you guys do during the long rest besides the inspiring talk from Ares, please let me know. Otherwise,
if what?
If there's anything else you're doing during the long rest.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, in case you don't want that temp HP for some reason, let me know. I was like, why would we not?
Ares, just ignore her.
If the games become too easy, you could ignore. Obviously, you could absolutely ignore the temp HP. Now you guys
thumb your nose at me. It's fine.
You guys are getting beaten pretty bad last fight, so take all the help you can get.
It will be unpreparing and re-preparing some smells.
Okay.
I'm doing that now.
To do that, in the character sheet.
I found out how to do it myself. I'm doing it.
Okay. Sounds good. Is mage armor still one of them?
Yes.
Is shield still one of them?
Yes.
Very good. I'm definitely going to be taking a look at as you're doing this. Ooh. Smart. Smart.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
Smart.
Do I not have hold person anymore? No, I don't have Hellivore as hold person, but I do have hold monster.
Hold monster, teehee.
I think that's good. God, it really fucked me over that they changed chilled touch to touch now. It was my only ranged cantrip. Fuck.
Well, you complained about it for so
I know,
long.
but I wish they would have kept it the same, but they changed it to like necrotic bolt or something like that.
They went fine, and you went, wait a minute. But
it's still necrotic damage, it's not cold damage.
Curls.
They only halfway fixed it.
What if it's called chilled touch?
Chilled?
I don't know.
Freezer burn.
Yeah, freezer. Still not
freezer
chill.
burn.
Frick.
Okay, I did my spells. I'm good now.
Okie dokie. All right, the stage is yours. What would you guys like to do? I'm assuming Victor's not 15 feet off of the ground anymore because he was not on the ledge over here. But yeah, let me know.
Boundary just crashed. One moment.
That's all good. Let me know what you like.
But I mean, Logan's gotten back.
Yeah. He came back before you guys.
Yeah, I told you what was over there. And y'all were like,
I don't think
you're all like, oh
boy. Just like that?
Just like that.
Coming out of their mouth.
Yeah, that's how he sees everyone.
Everybody.
Yeah.
God damn.
Except,
so much.
Except Dash is like a little baby version of that.
Yeah.
That he has to protect.
Wait,
yeah.
Can I make potions during the long rest?
Yeah, absolutely. What
we could use those.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, sure could.
Absolutely can do that. What kind of potions do you want to make? I'll allow you to make 2 kinds as long as you have the materials for it.
Can I make 2 greater?
I believe so. I'm sure you've got enough enough of everything for that.
I got a lot of shit.
Yeah. Let me. Okay. Let's see.
If it doesn't look like I have a lot of stuff, it's also because a lot of our stuff was moved to the Deadbeats.
No, I'm
inventory
specifically looking at that.
thing. Okay, good. Whew.
So I'm like, all right, what can we actually do here? Okay, I'm looking at the cavern mushroom worth absolutely nothing.
I also have a bloody compound eye on my person.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'll allow that. I don't know why I said quantity 1 there. 200,000. That's not correct. That's definitely not correct. Okay, give me 1 second. I will let you use the eye to make some greater healing potions. Shoot, I'll even let you. I'll even. Okay.
There's no way these potions taste good.
I mean, I think if you process them enough, that you could make them taste good.
I just pour a little bit of that fruity alcohol that I still have in there.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so
Nice.
you can do greater. You could also do superior.
Huh? How many superior though? Just 1?
No, it's still be 2.
Oh shit! Sure, let's do that.
4, 12. You can't do supreme.
I think superior is damn well good enough.
200, 2,000. I think it's 10,000 for supreme.
I think so. I think that's right.
Yeah. You can make 1 supreme potion or 2 superior potions.
I'll do 2 superiors
Okay. Very good.
so we can have more, because I think just having more potions on more people is for the best right now.
Agreed. Okie dokie. So give me 1 second. I'm just going to do 1 of these. I'm going to subtract 2 of these, and then I'm going to do this. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. You can do that 2 more times during a long rest.
What?
You have enough materials to do that 2 more times with the same eye, is what I'm telling you.
Oh shit! Let's go!
Yeah, but you have to take a long rest for that.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, but I will give you... Who would you like to give the supreme potions to?
Who has no potions? Raise your hands.
Also, as a friendly reminder, these potions do heal for more than the typical.
I want to give one to Masae for sure because she's baby and she keeps getting hurt a lot.
I almost die.
That seems.
I do have a grater on me though, so.
Seems to be a continuous issue.
Yeah, just take it. You need it.
I don't know how I feel about that, but thank you.
Dodger, how you doing on potions?
I believe I don't have any.
Take it. Potion be upon ye.
Just change some things. Okay, these are 8. These heal for 8d8 plus 8.
Woohoo!
So big,
Nice.
big healing potions. I have added them both to your inventory.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then I definitely want to. I gotta change this real quick. Boop, 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 boop. Hoppa, doppa, dop, boppa, dop, da, 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 da. 4, D8. I'm gonna delete this one, this potion, because this potion's been freaking broken. And then do that one. Okay. Potion of greater healing. So Ares has a superior healing and a greater healing. Dash has a... I drool for a second. Oh. Let me get rid of this one. A greater and superior. No potion for Piper. right, delete this. Add this. Victor has a potion of greater healing.
Mm-hmm.
And I gasp. No more healing potions on Logan.
Because he's so selfless.
He's so selfless. Oh my god. Okay. So, with that, long rest complete. Anything else anyone wants to do?
I don't think so.
For like RP, I do have a thing.
Yes, please.
Piper would probably just while he's making the potions, if Dash is keeping him company.
Yeah.
After hearing what Logan said it's like up there, and like him relaying the information, he would just like kind of nudge Dash a little bit to get his attention. Hey, can I be selfish for a second?
Sure.
If we do run into your dad up there, I don't want you to be alone with him in any circumstance.
Yeah, I don't plan to be.
If he happens to want to talk to you in private or anything like that, or for some reason tries to get you alone, make sure I'm there. I don't trust him, and I don't want you to be in that situation.
Yeah.
And again, like what I said when we first came into Keld, you need me to get you out of there at any point. I have Dimension Door ready. You just come over, you squeeze my wrist. I get you out of there.
Dash will like have kind of a crooked smile. You're not gonna leave everybody behind, Pipes.
Well, I know we're not going to leave everybody behind, but I can like Dimension Door you out of the room, like
Yeah,
fast, or like down the hallway or something, so you can have a breather to yourself.
It'll be okay. I'm not a kid anymore.
Okay. But also, I'm saying I'll cut off his hand if he tries to touch you.
No, I appreciate it.
I just don't trust him being alone with you, period. So just, I'll try to make sure I'm there, but if he tries to do that, just come snag me away. And if he throws a hissy fit about it, then he can go fuck himself.
Dash will nod and look around at everybody, like, as they're just kind of doing their thing. And he'll smile to himself. It's good, you know, 'cause I've got you, and you know what he's like, but I've really got a support system now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that before. So I'm nervous, but it'll be okay. Even if it goes bad, it'll be fine.
I'm keeping my scythe out the whole time.
Okay.
I don't look very threatening, but the scythe does.
Yeah, Dash will go back to just kind of watching everybody.
I think at this point the prisoners will sort of speak up a little bit and be like, "So where's this supposed to take us?"
Logan?
Sorry, I was blowing my nose.
Nope.
I'm still stuffed up.
That's okay.
Well, after a very long hallway, we end up in a cathedral. Significantly better looking than this. Outside, there were numerous things, apparently setting up or having recently had a wedding. And
they're all looking around like.
You hear the sound of a vial break near Piper. Twitching, dropped it.
And then stairs leading up. There were soldiers, troops, someone up there. I decided not to approach. And yes, really, I defer to our two locals. And he kind of looks in your direction, Piper.
Piper will notice that the prisoners all kind of made a face or did a ooh. I'm like, you guys know about the wedding?
We were hearing about the celebration that was supposed to be happening near the Temple of Hio. Of course, and you'll watch as this man kind of like opens his arms up with a "what about it" pose. Goes, we weren't invited.
What is there anything else that you know about it? Like, if it had already occurred or if anything happened at it?
He shakes his head. Yeah, I understand it was the talk of the town for some time, but we've received very little information from our cells. Do you know something about it? He'll look at Piper a little more, like, warily.
Yeah, the person getting married was my sister.
Oh. Congratulations, he says, shrugging.
He makes a face.
Wasn't she to be wed to the Whiskers boy?
Dash will wince a little.
And you're here now. You identify yourself as Dash Whiskers, right? Or Dash, are you keeping your identity under wraps?
Oh my gosh, I don't think I did.
Not to these people.
Yeah, I was
Not
gonna say, are you is that your
they'd
intention?
probably be like, no.
Yeah, is that your intention to be like, I'm just a random dude?
I felt like identifying myself to people who were definitely
Not a fan.
not a fan, and people that were in here
Yeah.
potentially because of him or because of the sort of ecosystem he's created.
Gotcha.
Dash was like, it's probably best that you don't know that I'm a Whiskers,
Yeah, so he okay, then he wouldn't have said that. He wouldn't have said that at all. So is that why you're here? Looking at Piper. Or your sister?
It's one of the reasons.
He'll shut up, knowing when it's best not to ask any more questions.
You keep no secrets.
Yeah.
Fine then.
Well, also the fact that you're just like, the bride was my sister. It was like, that sounds bad. Something that sounds really ominous about this. Yeah, so it's just like, I don't know where to do that. But also at this
wedding.
Yeah, he goes, so it just brings us back to the surface and outside of the prison. Was the area safe for escape? You mentioned it takes you to the temple, yes?
That's what he said anyway.
Well, if it's pristine, then maybe it is safe, although I don't want to be rushing into the arms of a Hio guard.
Well, like we said, you guys can stay with us until you feel safe.
Lumi will kind of speak up and says, I'm not staying down here.
We won't let anybody touch you up there.
Ulrich will nod. Then I
Out of-
suppose. Go on.
Out of all of them, which one looks like the most proficient physical fighter?
Like she does.
Okay.
He was about to keep himself locked in until you were like, "Come on, get out of the cage. It's probably more dangerous here."
Yeah, you're definitely gonna die in here, homie.
Yeah, and then Ulrich is meek, but has been healing Dash's wounds. So Lumi seems to be the most physically capable.
You.
She'll turn to you and just not say a word, but acknowledge your presence.
He'll point the dagger at her. Extend it. Grip first.
Okay. It's like, and this is where the executions begin, I see. So she'll look at the hilt, kind of questioning, and then slowly lift her hand up, grabs it to pull it away from you.
As she takes hold, he'll keep her there to make a point by saying, "Only a precaution. If you get in trouble, if we can't protect you, stab here and here." He'll point at his neck and he'll point at his heart.
She'll nod. Understood then.
Bro, this would be the most insane moment for her to turn on us.
I think after like seeing what you guys were doing against otherworldly threats, there is no fucking way that she would
I know,
be
but like imagine
Yeah.
if she was
That
like,
would be
"Got
a
it," and then
wild
proceeded
moment.
to stab him in the neck.
That'd be a quick way to lose your hands, lady.
Oh my god.
That'd be a quick way to lose your hands.
Yes.
God,
She was a spy the whole time.
it would be fair.
Like
A long
this?
con, I get it.
I'm a quick learner.
Yeah, she'll
I am the warden.
Oh my god.
she'll put her that'd be crazy. She'll put the weapon to her side. Appreciate all that you've done, Prot.
But I just work here. I'm not here exactly. This isn't exactly our jurisdiction. But
Just work here.
I just work here.
You're doing a shit job,
Crazy
man.
thing to say.
you three stay together. If you decide to stay with us, great. But if you go out there, don't leave anyone behind.
Of course. Ulrich will say with a nod. May the Four watch over all of us.
Right. Yeah.
Don't get preachy on me, jeez.
Points at the camera. It's me. I'm one of those four. Let's go.
Not in this world, you ain't.
Oh,
Actually, in this.
Nope. Not in this one. Points at Deadbeats. Not in Deadbeats.
I am Deadbeats.
Ah!
I am Deadbeats. It's me, John Deadbeat.
It's me, Deadbeats. Bet
We're
you're
about
wondering
to meet
how
the
I
real
got here.
deadbeat. Don't worry. We're about to meet the real namesake.
I was the deadbeat all along. Wait, oh.
Hold on.
Oh, damn it. All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Pee myself.
You have soiled yourself.
Nice.
Presty.
Presty, presty.
Sorry, are you prestidigitating your pee away?
It's a joke. I didn't pee. He didn't pee himself. I summer peed myself. I'm pressing my piss away.
Are you nervous? Are you guys a little nervous? We're approaching the end.
Only nervous that we're going to be late to the wedding.
Drew, let's go!
All right.
I gotta walk my sister down the aisle. My dad's dead.
Are you guys ready to proceed through the tunnel?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right. I'm assuming Dash will be leading, correct? With Ares behind?
Sure.
Very good. And then
Yes.
Victor? Or was Victor? No, Victor's going to be more in the back.
Yeah. I'll be mid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you are.
Oh.
With Piper and Logan in the back. Very well. You will go through what is a very long tunnel that takes quite a bit of time until finally arriving to a set of stairs that ascend up above the earth. From there, you will reach the end of the stairwell and find a latch up above.
Is this a latch that homie went through?
That's the latch that
Yes.
Logan went through.
I would
yeah.
inform you that I have been this way before.
Okay.
This is
then-
also
Thank you
where I do a little
For
funny,
calling me a homie.
thing and go, hey, the tunnel is very dark, and some people don't have dark vision.
Looks in the mirror, points at itself. You
Puts-
dumbass. Why are you human?
puts on clown makeup.
God damn it.
Here's the
Hold
fucked
on,
up
guys.
thing. I gave up my
Pulls
dark
out
vision.
honker.
I had dark vision. I was one of the chosen ones.
Does anybody have a
Gave
torch?
it
I
up.
really don't want to use dark vision just for a tunnel.
I have a
I do have a
torch.
torch.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Who wants to use their torch?
Yeah, I'll use a torch.
Wait, is Eugene still with us?
No.
No? Wait, where is Eugene?
Eugene's
Eugene's
with a hellebore.
Oh,
With
right.
Balaba.
Okay.
With Helbis.
Right.
With my heli.
All right, leading the way will be Dash with a torch.
Melissa?
Yusa! When you said that, was there like a little bit of regret when you after you?
No,
No,
I love any excuse to use the Jar Jar voice.
I'm happy to have provided one.
Yeah, thank you. I always have it locked and loaded.
I can't wait to do a sci-fi campaign in the future with you where you're like,
Please, God.
can I please be a Jar Jar?
Please.
And I'll be like, hell yeah. Let's go. But yes, you arrive over at the end of the tunnel, you ascend up the stairs, and you do see a latch up above you. Like a latch door. Like a trap door.
Opens.
Oh, okay. You open the door and you will peek out.
What the fuck was that noise?
That was the sound of a door opening. Oh my god, I gave you no issue with the Misa, and you're making
Sorry. Wait, can I defend myself?
thought that was I thought this was a safe space. Okay, yeah, sure. What's up?
I thought that was a built-in noise in Foundry. What was that supposed to be, Foundry?
I don't know how to feel about. This is good though, I
Damn,
guess.
she just said you were a shitty sound effect. I can't
I'm
believe
sorry.
that.
I'm sorry.
Holy shit.
Dude, it sounded like someone just made that up.
That sounded like came right out of somebody's mouth. Am I right, guys?
So fucking lazy. Guys, I will cry. Are you guys leaving the latch?
Job!
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I follow!
God, let's end this game. Okay, so I'm kidding. It is time As you arrive up above, you will see that you're kind of in this sort of big storage area with old dated books, a bunch of just like broken ruins of wood over here, old pews sort of pushed aside. And then you will see a curtain that you can move past if you decide to push through.
Hey guys, where's Mel?
Oh fuck, where's Mel?
Where'd he go?
It's because Mel was south of everyone, and so when I grabbed everyone, he wasn't in the group.
Can I put my little ears out and try to hear if there are any sort of footsteps nearby past this curtain?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. It is all you hear is the sounds of, well, nothing. It is eerily quiet.
Ooh.
Wouldn't it be so funny if there was like a mass going on right now and it was silent prayer and we just walked out on stage to it?
And now,
Holy shit.
5 minutes of silence where no one better make a damn peep.
I swear, if anyone makes a peep, I'm gonna rage out and become a monster.
I will kill the
I
first
will
person
smite
that
you.
makes a sound.
If someone comes through that door, I swear I'm gonna kill him.
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
This
Wait,
is a really
I have a video
toxic
for this.
church, guys.
Virgin sin, yo. But yeah, that's what you
So-
hear.
So who's gonna?
Yeah, who's gonna go through the
Well,
curtain?
certainly
I'll
me.
do it. Spooky.
I'd take the scythe and like pry open the curtain a little bit.
Logan
Kinda
just
like a
walks
cane-
through as you
What-
pry it open.
Oh, okay.
Come on! I told you there was no one here.
Shut up.
It's also been a little bit since you were last here.
Oh, I fucking hate that.
You immediately recognize. Oh God, Dash! You immediately recognize the statue.
Blech.
Is that my dad?
This asset was customly made by the map makers.
Legend.
She was like,
What a legend.
he's like, I'm gonna have statues of Tucker. You cool with that? I'm like, absolutely. Yeah, that's Tucker. His hand holded out, thorn crowned around his back, his beard, the robe, everything. Yeah, you'll see a giant statue of Tucker leaning back on
Thanks,
the.
map maker.
What I
you
know-
made me vomit. Blech.
Would I know Tucker,
I would.
Brett?
Yeah, surely, right?
Like,
Everyone knows
I would
Tucker.
at least recognize him, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, you would know Tucker from the church. Yeah, absolutely, because you were training under. You're training under.
Yeah, but I wasn't
Evangeline.
sure. Yeah, I wasn't sure how out of the way Evangeline was, or if like.
I
Oh,
mean,
no.
we were pretty out of the way. We didn't interact. You probably know who he is.
Yeah, no,
but-
Tucker
Right,
was
yeah, that's what I
known-
was wanting to know.
Was always known throughout the village. I mean, he was the religious leader of Keld. Or he still is the religious leader of Keld.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I think
I'll point out the window for whenever you guys are ready.
Aries is
Dash
gonna go
kind of
over.
like slowly walks to get a better look at this fucking statue and just stares at it baffled.
Yeah, you haven't seen Tucker in a long time. You haven't seen your father in a while, yeah?
No.
So he pretty much looks this as old as he did from when he was starting to gain more of a notoriety and a presence through the Ionian faith. So he looks like he's barely aged in the statue. But of course, if the man's having statues made of him, you know, he looks, stern as always.
So this isn't a Queen Victoria situation. Like he's not like, yeah, make me look really good in all these statues.
I
but he's
mean,
actually-
you don't know. You don't know. I mean, art can be a lie. Yeah, you don't know. But he definitely looks exactly how you remembered him.
Harper,
Except-
look up at the statue.
Except more regal now in the
Right.
statue form.
Harper looks up at it. I'm gonna throw up.
What's up here? What's on this pulpit?
It is a book of the Ionian faith. It specifically turned to an entry upon redemption and change, and that all have the. It essentially the meaning of the story is that we all have the methods to change to be our true selves.
Okay. Oh, I don't like that.
Looks out the window.
Yep. You're gonna see. What's interesting is you will see a couple of the Hyonian armors of the Hyonian protectors of sort of these crusaders, sort of like standing and walking about, but they look terrible. Like they look bad. Like their armor is completely. It's not polished. It's dirt. It's grime ridden, and their faces just look haunted and sad. But what's also interesting, well, not interesting, but unsettling, is you will actually see like people of the cloth who appear to be played. They have like trees like sort of growing out of them, like this flora coming out of them, much like a lot of the flayed creatures that you've seen before, except not as horrified or horrific, not like zombie-esque, but they also seem to be roaming the streets out there, and no one's interacting with each other. They're just standing there and very, very crestfallen, like they just look defeated.
There's like wedding decorations and stuff still up. They look like they've been there for a while.
Yes, a lot of it's been torn down. Some of it's still hanging there. A lot of the flower petals sort of scattered across the path that seems to be leading up to somewhere. That kind of like turns off into the distance into the east. Seems to be turning somewhere to some sort of celebration.
I got a random question.
Yeah.
From my point of view, can I make out what flower the petals were from? Or is that more of like a on the street kind of thing?
You're gonna have to go on the street. All you just recognize are petals.
Think it's time to head out?
Yeah, I gotta go kidnap a bride.
Before we do, though, I'll point to here. There is another path leading up.
Oh?
Wait, where was it?
Right here on the other side of the
curtains.
Do you know what's up there?
There were voices. I don't know. Logistically speaking, if we go outside, those above will be alerted. If we go up, perhaps we can avoid what's outside finding out? Although I do not know.
I'll look back at our three friends. Do any of the three of you know what's above this building? If you've been here before or you happen to have been here before?
These two shake their heads, but Ulrich speaks up as he's sort of sitting. He's currently like genuflecting a little bit over to the front of the area as if he's in prayer. He opens his eyes and he says, "You stand at the base of the Temple of Hyo, the heart of Keld. This is a massive tree that can be seen anywhere within the Keldian limits, and is stated to be that where the presence of Hyo is most aware. This is a holy site.
Huh.
If you're trying to get to the top, you're going to have a long journey of it.
Maybe it's best that we take to the street for now, unless we need something that's up.
Well, at the very least, I don't think those three would have any business going up there.
Yeah.
There's no safe place up there for them, I wouldn't think.
I wish to stay here a little bit longer.
I think, even for information or anything, the streets are probably our best bet.
When we look outside, Brett, how familiar does the area look? Like, is there any way, like, how much has this place developed since Dash, Piper, and I have been here?
I mean, so the area outside appears to be definitely more decorated, more put together. It doesn't look like city streets. It very much looks like the outside of like a very noble garden, like kind of you're in like a hanging gardens kind of area. You're not, so I don't know if you are super familiar with where you're standing in the temple, just looking out the window. You'll have to go through the front doors and look outside to get your bearings to know where exactly you're at.
Right, I see. Personally, I think it might be worth it to go and look around too. Again, if only just to find a place to deposit those three. Find sympathizers or whatever. Be like, hey, they're refugees from Flayed or something. And then get them to safety first, and then we can make a decision on whether or not to scale the tree.
I also just kind of want to follow the wedding decorations, because if they look like they're leading to somewhere, that's probably where bride and groom may be.
Yeah, that's also a fair point.
And I think me and Dash have some things we want to say / talk to our siblings about.
Right. Okay.
Also, Jesse, your mic is constantly activated, so you know.
That's why I always turn it off. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I just didn't, you know, in case you didn't know.
I'm aware my little face is going blah, 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 blah. I know.
Jesse looks down. I know.
How does that sound to everyone else then? We go out, gather some information. We might get seen, but we will eventually anyway.
I need to find out where my sister is.
All right.
This is your idea.
Dash has been flipping through the Book of Hio, sort of slowly listening to everyone talk. And he'll eventually close it. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. So since you did that, as you're, are you going forward or backwards in the book?
Forward, I think. He was trying to find a specific, section. I think there's probably something in there that's very, don't seek to control nature, understand your place in nature and the web of life sort of thing.
So as you're... as you're paging forward, the pages themselves have been printed upon. You will eventually get to pages that are clearly new additions that have been written in someone's handwriting, and it specifically sort of takes a twist on that and goes into embracing nature, to embrace yourselves. And as the writing goes, it specifically states that those that follow the Hionian faith are destined to shed themselves of their mortal folly, and those chosen by Hio will ascend into a greater being, and only those of pure purpose and devotion to Hio will achieve such a form. And while one has not been seen yet, it is believed that the one chosen of Hio will soon arrive. And then all non-believers will be removed from our shattered planet so that Hio may once again regrow and reborn Io into its whole form.
Does it look like it was written by someone methodically, or like it was written by someone who is sort of manic?
The handwriting is pristine. Ink and quill pen. And you don't even need a check for this. You recognize it as your father's handwriting.
I was gonna ask if I could tell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem manic. It seems very
It was
precise.
purposeful,
precise, full belief. It doesn't seem like mad writings. It seems to be very much that of like well in line with the other books, except obviously in this new kind of different direction of like going into effectively like Io has arrived at its end. Like the planet is not whole.
Right.
We must embrace our god of nature so that we can have a whole planet, a whole Io once again.
Okay. He will take the book with him then.
Okay.
How big is the book? Is it like
It's
standard New Testament?
It's pretty thick. Yeah, it's pretty. It's a thick tome. But it's something that you can take with easily.
Okay.
But yeah, you kind of like look around. Like I said, the temple is untouched. Like every place you've gone to has been in destruction and ruin because of the events that are happening on the outside. But here in the Temple of Hio, in the heart of Keld, it is untouched.
And the rich get richer.
That's right. That's the message I wanted to give you.
Yeah. The common people turn into plants, and everybody else just gets to yuck it up in the church.
The fat cats, baby.
The fat cats of Keld.
God, I hate this church. Let's get out of here.
That's pretty gross.
Okay. So will you guys be leaving the area?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
someone's
let's
going
go
outside.
outside.
Okay. You will leave the tree and sort of kind of follow a little bit of the direction of where this wedding is. And to Dash's horror, you will recognize the location that you're at is what used to be the burial grounds, but now has continued to build all out. But yeah, this was where Dash was sealed up that one time 10 years ago.
Oh no.
So you kind of like walk out and you like immediately recognize the area, just more kind of built around it.
Yeah, I think he'll stop the second he realizes and just stare.
Oh my god.
As you look on, you'll see several of these flayed Vestrals sort of roaming about the area. And as you look at them, there are these sort of like elderly individuals that kind of look like the once upon a time monks. But they, instead of growing hostile towards your presence, they seem to ignore it entirely as they quietly, silently roam around the trees that are kind of draped around them, shaking as they do so. You'll also see various armored individuals, once crusaders of Hio, but you'll see them kind of scattered about, standing, sitting, but very, very rarely in prayer, mostly in thought. You'll watch as now that you've had a chance to look over at the flowers, they seem to be that of a white hellebore. Its petals sort of scattered all across the roads. And there clearly seems to be a trail leading up to somewhere. Almost to suggest that a procession party were to leave the temple and head off into a site.
I guess we follow?
Piper
Would I
will
notice-
follow the petals?
Would I notice the reaction of Dash?
It depends
Probably.
if Dash is
If I
trying
was-
to hide it, yeah.
I mean, I think I was the first one to step out, so yeah, you'd probably notice that I stopped.
Yeah, I would approach you and say, "Are you okay?"
I haven't been here in a long time.
It's not what I asked.
He'll look at Logan with a really vulnerable look on his face. No. My dad left me to die out here. Why would they have the wedding here?
I
Is
don't
this
know.
Within earshot of Piper?
I think he would be keeping it just to Logan, if
Okay.
possible.
Yeah.
I don't know your father, and I don't know what kind of man he is. But if there was some intention in this, he must know that it would hurt you.
What do I do?
Logan, uncharacteristically, looks kind of out of the corner of his eye to Piper, and leans in close to Dash and says, "Stay close to him. I know he's here for you."
Yeah. He was then too.
Yeah, Logan immediately does like an about face and claps his hands together. All right, so what do we do now?
Dash will shake it off and try to like kind of get his bearings. Where does it seem like the ceremony stuff is leading? Did we already figure that out?
Oh, sorry. It's not leading into any of the burial areas. Fortunately, none of the buildings, the mausoleums that were built. It all seems to kind of go all around. Are you guys kind of like following the path?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
because I think Summer said that Piper would start following the flowers. I think we're probably
Like
We're just
talking.
trailing.
Okay. So yeah, as you're kind of like going about, you'll see it kind of turn around over at some roads. And as you're going along, you're just seeing more of these crusaders and these flayed servicemen just sort of just standing there. You'll also walk by some other like Keldians who are clearly flayed, but instead they are extremely docile. What is a little unsettling is some of them appear to be almost like sobbing to themselves. And as you approach and see the flowers turn up, it leaves the roadside over into a more open area of nature. You'll watch as the crowds of flayed and non-flayed alike sort of begin to congregate a little bit more as you begin its approach. And you will then begin to realize that they're not just standing in a certain like direction idly. They all seem to be looking towards the direction that you all head towards. And as you sort of arrive a little bit, the crowd kind of disperses a little more. Some of them kind of turn their attention to you as you are walking up to the area, but they do nothing to stop you. They'll kind of like turn over to you, remain silent, and look back at the site that you will begin your approach to. And as you sort of arrive there, you'll see what was clearly to be this site, this celebration that were to happen. Piper, you're kind of leading on, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How far along is the rest of the party? Are you guys kind of like staying in a party formation?
I think we're sticking together.
so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My visions are not working, by the way. I didn't want to interrupt the scene for it.
No, it's okay.
Let's see.
I'll get you going.
Yeah, I think Logan would signal to Dash to like get up near Piper.
Yeah. And
We'll do.
And as you begin to approach, you will see this sort of like this area that appears to be an altar of sort, where all of these chairs that are kind of gathered around these beautiful tables and kind of like almost like a garden party were to happen, knocked over, almost as if something happened here. And Piper, as you begin your approach, you'll begin sort of stepping over heavily rooted grounds and areas until you look down and, to your horror, begin to find dead bodies scattered all around as the roots are sort of like taking hold, trying to pull them back in. As you approach over to the site, it is there that you will see it. A young woman adorned in a beautiful wedding dress. Unlike the roots that have sort of gathered around all of these dead bodies and corpses, the young woman seems to have been given a lot of care to her presentation, as flora is flourishing all around her lifeless body, as a black and purple hellebore, glowing and adorned upon her chest, rests there before you.
I think Piper would run up as fast as he could, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
See if it was his sister or not.
You want me to move you up there?
Yeah.
Okay. As you move up, you recognize the face of your sister. And her life completely extinguished. As you observe her, she appears to have been in some sort of mid-transformation, almost as if she was to be flayed. But some greater power seems to have stopped that.
I think, almost manically, like, he's trying to keep himself from having a breakdown. He starts, like, doing doctor shit and checking her body. Can I do a medicine check to see, like, how long ago she passed?
The moment you begin to approach to try and document it, you'll sort of, like, hear a voice echo. Don't touch her. In your mind. And it is the voice of it. You hear, don't touch her. And the voice is clearly that of your mother's.
He'll, I guess, reply in his head, why? Did you do this to her? Did you do this to my sister?
It's silent for a moment, almost as if uncharacteristically for Evangeline, as if she is trying to consider a response. Before she says defeatingly, no. But I wasn't going to let that heretic Tucker have his way with her.
What is that supposed to mean? Why is she like this?
You'll kind of like see almost like only of your mind, like as you kind of like turn over to your side, you'll see like the image of like Evangeline sort of standing over, looking at you, and she kind of has this like solemn expression as she looks down. And this is something that you can only see in your mind, and like while you're having this conversation, like this is all you're seeing. And she kind of like looks down and she turns around over to the wedding as if to show you. And you'll see, instead of the carnage that is all wrought about, you'll watch as Keldians sort of gather all around, doing just having this celebration. You'll watch as Lily is in this flourishing wedding dress with a black hellebore sort of pinned over to her side. You'll watch off kind of over here, like standing off into the distance, is Tucker kind of giving like a oh geez, what's a best expression to explain Tucker? It's not happiness. He's not giving a smile, but he's kind of giving, he doesn't have like the same pissed off look that he always has. And he's just kind of watching and observing, and you'll see like one of the priests over here like about to do the ceremony. You'll watch as you'll watch as Cooper is sort of walking up, kind of clad in like wearing this suit and kind of clad in these thorny shoulders. And she said, "For a brief moment, I thought there was actually going to be peace. I thought I had done it. I'd engineered the situation perfectly. Keld was right in my hand. I told you I was going to teach these fools a lesson. But that was the old ways. The old me. And surely there were better ways to make peace." And you kind of watch as she looks over to Tucker. Tucker kind of giving her like a nod. And she said, I just had to show them that they could have their wants and beliefs so long as it did not hurt my clan. And I was willing to give up my daughter for it. And as they sort of come together, you will see Tucker finally kind of like give like a knowing smirk. And then you'll just watch as Evangeline kind of gives like for a moment of shock. I simply assumed that these were backwater worshippers of some false idol. Little did I know there was a power, an actual presence, a Hio? And that's where you see Tucker's eyes sort of flare out in a bright, radiant light. And as he does so, everyone kind of just begins falling over in pain. What you recognize as a spell being immediately ending in the most instant and rough way possible. You'll hear Tucker's words stating, "We're through with your games, witch." And as she's sort of standing back a little bit, you'll watch as Cooper turns over, his eyes sort of flashed over, his eyes kind of flashed in radiance as well. And Tucker just states, "Your kind's not welcome here." And as he holds his hand out to point, almost as if controlling Cooper's will, you'll kind of watch as Cooper draws a blade that he had hidden in his side and sort of forcibly charges over to Evangeline. You'll watch as Lily kind of stands back, beginning to yell, and Evangeline kind of steps back a little bit and gets cut just enough. You'll hear her voice as she says, "I shouldn't have lost my cool." And you'll see her hand hold up as she begins clutching it with her long clawed fingernails, trying to do some sort of magic. And you'll recognize the magic as otherworldly, something that she had been clearly hiding for years, as she kind of lashes out over against Cooper, and he begins holding his head, screaming in pain. And Lily looks at her and goes, and she's just screaming, "Mom, stop it. You're killing him. Please stop this." And all Evangeline is screaming to Lily, "I warned you. I warned you." And Tucker's eyes begin flaring wide, and you can see that Evangeline and Tucker are just both staring at each other, staring daggers in some sort of locked magical battle with one another, clearly trying to overpower each other. And Evangeline, you'll hear her voice. She's hesitant as she says this to you, and says, I haven't witnessed such power in a long time. Before the shattering, before the death of Divin Void, I hadn't seen such power since the very beginning of Io." And you see her kind of struggling to hold control. And as she's doing this, as these both are sort of in this mental fight of wills, you begin hearing screaming echoing throughout as the wedding guests and everyone begins transforming like immediately. You'll watch as some people have these hellebore flowers growing out of them, sprouting plants just bursting out of their chests. You'll see another side of them, also just trees of flourish of golden plumes of roses and blossoms, like kind of going over them as they all actively begin to turn to the flayed. All of them transforming over to the flayed. And you'll recognize the phenomenon immediately of what is happening here, that the powers of these two superpowers between Evangeline, who is that of Cosma, and Tucker, who seems to have aligned with something completely different, but of an equal power, is just having this dietic fight of wills that can't be seen or witnessed easily by mortal eyes, and the victims is spreading all out as their mortal forms, their mortal flesh is flayed from them, taking on a completely different form in the shapes of these gods that they are currently witnessing. And all while this is happening, Evangeline just says, I should have known. I should have done more. And you will just watch as the same begins to happen to Lily, as she slowly begins to have these roots growing out of her chest, and she's just, Mom? And Evangeline stops and just screams, Lily, as she's holding out her hand, trying to undo it, and it doesn't stop Tucker. Tucker holds out his hands more, and even you'll begin to watch as Cooper slowly begins to become flayed as well. And unlike Evangeline, who clearly is having this struggle of trying to protect her daughter and stop her enemy, Tucker has no reservation. Tucker's only interest is in the death of Evangeline at that very moment. And so while all of this is happening, she's trying to save Lily's life. Tucker is going on a completely full offensive. You're watching as radiant energies are surging about. You're hearing screams echo all throughout the wedding site. And you're realizing at that moment, at that very point, it's not the site that you're hearing the screams from. You're hearing it off into the distance. You're hearing it completely echo out. And Tucker doesn't blink. He doesn't flinch. He has a duty here to end the life and purge this evil from this land, and he doesn't care how he's going to do it at this point, whatever loss is about to happen. And so immediately you'll watch as Lily kind of gives her last gasp, and as she does, Evangeline lets out this haunting scream. And as she does, just this purplish flash of void and cosmic energy just seismically surges completely out. And in a flash of light, Tucker is gone. Cooper is gone. Like, no, you don't know. They're just completely absent and gone. And you'll just watch as all of the bodies, flayed or otherwise, just immediately at the same time just fall onto the ground, just dead and lifeless, including Lily. The screams off into the distance do not stop as the people of Keld are being transformed by this otherworldly dietic magic. And Evangeline is standing there over the body of Lily. And Evangeline will state to you, I knew at that moment, if one were to be spared, it was going to be her. And you'll kind of see as Lily sort of begins to slowly turn her head over, as if she's coming back to life, but then you'll recognize the characteristics as she is becoming flayed, another just lifeless plant entity aligned with Tucker, aligned with Evangeline, it's unknown. But you'll just watch as Evangeline closes her eyes, holds out her hand, and sort of this exact scene that you see in here, this sort of moss and leaves and roots begin to grow all around her, all entwined over her, kind of like putting on this like a comfort of fauna. You'll watch as the black hellebore kind of faintly glows. You'll see the flame reverse in the state of Lily, and then you'll just watch as she just peacefully passes on at that moment. As Evangeline turns over to the rest, to where everything is and everything is gone, just completely past, all the bodies that are kind of flayed apart, dead. Evangeline closes her eyes. You'll see the sorrow that was on her face sort of fade off as she opens her eyes with a new purpose. And at that moment, the jovial, happy Evangeline is no more. As she stands there, witnessing what has happened, she'll state, I'd grown weak. I wanted a life for myself. I wanted to be a mother. I wanted children. I did so much to make sure that I was able to obtain the two of you. And in that time, I let mortals get cocky. So, I will find Tucker. I will kill Tucker. And I will steal the power that he had obtained here. And then I will leave this shattered planet once and for all. And return back to my kin. And that's where you'll just watch the illusion subside. And it returns back to the scene that you see before you. And then she will look over to you, Piper. And she'll simply state, but I don't have it in my heart to let her transform. If you touch her, I worry that the protection that I had bestowed upon her will fade, or cease to be, and I cannot risk that. Not now. Not when I'm so close. So if you have any care for your sister, just let her rest. Because this world is about to see something beautiful.
So what? You're gonna destroy everything and just leave her here while she's still on it?
She's dead. Let her rest.
You say that like you didn't raise us for the past however many years and you just suddenly don't care.
As she's sort of like staring out there, she's not even looking at you. And she'll say, where's Hellebore?
No. You're not allowed to start this, pretend to be somebody new on IO for all these years, erase me, Hellebore, and my sister, and then you're not allowed to pretend like you suddenly don't care.
Oh. I cared. And that was a mistake.
How is that a mistake? That means you lived. That means you got to feel something new.
She's quiet for a moment,
How can you say that you did all of this? Just suddenly not care. Oh, she's dead. Let her be. How could you? How can you still do that? She looked up to you. She wanted to do everything with you. She had you at her wedding on the most important day of her life. She had you there by her side. Not me or Dad, but she had you there.
She will just at that point, just a complete outburst. And will just say, "Did you see what happened to her? What being with me did to her? I gave her everything she wanted, and here she is, dead!"
But who did she call out to? When she was being turned, when she was in pain, she was calling out to you. She wasn't begging Tucker to stop. She wasn't begging Cooper to stop. She was calling out to you because she loved and cared about you.
She loved and cared about someone she thought I was. As did you.
All of those years weren't an act. None of this was an act, and you can't pretend like it wasn't.
It wasn't an act. This is what I wanted, truly.
Then how can you give that up so fast just to kill Tucker? Just whatever this power is, you've just...
Piper, I was never able to conceive children. I'm uncertain as to why Cosma never gave me the ability to. Whether it was a fragment of Farah or... But I was never able to conceive. I wanted to. I wanted... you. I wanted Lily. I wanted children of my own. This isn't the first time I have tried to have a family. There are many times I have tried, and every time I have failed, because I thought that mortal man knew better, was kind and capable and merciful. We just needed a little nudge. The number of children I have lost to man. The number of chances that I've given. Piper, I'm tired. I'm tired of trying to be someone that I clearly am not.
You could be better, though. You don't...
She sighs and looks down. That's what I plan to be. I gave you a warning once before. And I will do it again now. Leave this place. Keld is fallen. And soon there will be nothing left. I'm currently communing with my brother. He will be here soon. And there will be nothing left when I am done.
So you're gonna leave Hellebore and me then to die in all of this too?
She shakes her head. Hellebore's still welcome to join me.
And I'm not.
She'll look down at you. You'll see the sorrow on her face. She'll shake her head and simply state, I don't even know you. and she'll turn away, and you'll just watch as her illusion just vanishes.
As she fades, he'll kind of look back at her as like a last thing. You're only lying to yourself like this to make yourself feel better.
Brett, how long was that in like real time? Was I just watching
Yeah.
for that whole thing?
I think it was probably like over a minute. And you would probably watch as Piper is just looking at Lily. And during that entire like inner monologue conversation, you are just seeing floods and swells of emotion kind of come over Piper. You're seeing sadness, you're seeing anger, you're watching, it's just all flashing around her in real time. It seems it almost seems kind of manic, that the expressions that she's giving.
I think maybe as Evangeline's illusion is fading away and Piper is like coming out of it, would probably hear Dash going, Piper, like he's been trying to get Piper's attention to see if he's okay.
I would almost say, if you're okay with it, Summer, the last thing that you said would probably have been said out loud.
Yeah.
Hey, are you okay?
No, I'm not.
Let's pull him into a hug.
He doesn't like hug back because he's like kind of groveling at the ground, but he's trying.
Yeah, Dash will sit on the ground with him and just hug him.
Mom showed me what happened here.
Were you talking to her just now?
He'll shake his head a little bit. It was both of them.
Both of who?
Mom and your dad.
They did this together?
He didn't mean to. Everything was going well, and then Tucker used some kind of power, controlled your brother. Your brother tried to stab my mom. She lashed out. Whatever power your dad had and her conflicted, and it just led to all of this. She wants to kill Tucker.
Dash's hold will tighten a bit. And Lily? Is she...
She's dead.
Yeah, Dash will just hug Piper and rub his back. Sorry, Pipes.
I'll just sit there and kind of mourn for a bit.
Yeah, I don't think Dash wouldn't move from this spot unless you seemed like you wanted to move.
He'll eventually stand up and he's gonna try to recall from his memories how probably the thing that she would want the most because she was a cleric of Hollow. He would try to remember whatever Hollow's funeral rites were for her. Not Hio's, because this place is enough Hio.
Victor, I see you're stepping forward.
I think he's just more curious. He's just kind of... It's not really like gossipy eavesdropping. It's more like trying to get an idea of what's going on here. So you can feel it in the air. This is the site of some... I would say you're experienced enough, specifically in like the arcane and occult arts, that when a powerful like spell takes place, it sort of like charges the area. Like you can feel it in the air. Like this place is stained with magic. I think he's going to step forward a little bit more. So what now? We arrived late. She has passed. Is this not the opportunity for vengeance?
Guess.
Oh, go
Sorry.
ahead.
No,
No,
go
go
for
ahead.
it. No, you. No, I insist.
No, you! Piper will sort of pat Dash's arm. Can you just go and tell him to shut the fuck up while I do these goddamn funeral rites?
Yeah. Dash will walk over and kind of, I think, gather everybody up and tell them what Piper told him.
Ares looks just stunned. She'll be looking over your shoulder. She wants to give Piper all the space that he needs, but she's gonna be like stealing glances at Lily, and she just looks heartbroken.
Pipes is gonna do funeral rites for her, and then God, we don't know where Tucker is. We don't know where Evangeline is. But
We'll figure it out later.
yeah.
Later. You think there'll be a later? This is beyond us now. We need to... If this goes on too long, this will be further than just this planet. But every planet. This is not just a wedding or a funeral here now. This is potentially where the end starts. The end of all things. And the only ones
What
who
do
are
you
capable of doing
suggest
it,
we do right this second, Victor?
we don't waste time. Yes.
I don't even know where to look for her.
Then we start looking. There are millions of other lilies that died in this.
But this one was ours. And we deserve just a few minutes, Victor. I agree with you that this is bigger than all of us. But we won't be able to make clear decisions until we clear our heads. Let him do his rights. Piper deserves that.
He's gonna look over towards Piper and kind of... There's like an air of sympathy on him, and he goes...
Logan approaches the group having this conversation. There is no difference in his expression or emotions than there has been in the last X number of weeks. And he just simply chimes in, "We do know where to look. If we find Tucker, we find her."
Do you have a thought on where he might be?
I look to Dash.
I think Dash has pulled out the book. I think this, whatever bastardized version of Hio this is the seat of the power for it. I don't think he's gone very far.
Well, back in the chapel, up was an option. There were coherent voices. One of them will tell us.
It's not a bad idea. But if Evangeline can't even find him, I doubt it'll be that simple. But a lead is a lead. We don't have anything else.
We do have something else. And again, I look directly at Dash.
Yeah, Victor's gonna look the same. Like, reading Logan's mind.
Dash looks between the both of them and gets like a slowly panicked look on his face. What?
You're the key to all of this.
Wait, what do you mean?
You can lure him out.
How do you want me to do that?
You know him. How would you cast the gaze of your father on you instead of this rampant task he has taken on himself?
Dash will get a considering look on his face. I have an idea, but we will need to go back to that chapel. I'll help Piper, and then we'll go back there.
About board question.
Mm-hmm.
How much did Piper relate to Dash, and how much did Dash relate to us in regards to what Evangeline's plan is?
I don't think anything.
I
would leave that up to
Piper
Summer.
Piper just relayed that Evangeline wants to kill Tucker.
Okay.
But not.
Yeah, but we don't know anything about her, like, grand stuff.
Yeah. None of the like. And I'm really excited because my brother's going to show up and then we're going to blast this fucking planet.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a bit. He's a bit emotional right now, as you can see.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Dash would not come over fully, but would sort of hover nearby while Piper was doing his thing.
And Piper.
Yeah, he's just trying to recall, because his sister was a member of the church for a long time. Not this church, but Hollows. He's just doing his best to recall any of the funeral rites he might have seen her doing at one point or practicing.
Okay.
To the best of his abilities.
Okay. I think... go on.
I think Victor's going to approach one last time towards Piper. Piper. I have a spell that, well, so often people use it for information, but sometimes it can be good for solace. To answer any questions you might have had before. Ones you couldn't.
I'm not
you can no
touching
longer
her.
ask.
You're not touching her. Nobody's touching her.
No. The option is there if you want to find a way to say goodbye.
I'm familiar with death magic, and that's not a way to say goodbye.
Well, Summer, the one
Hi.
that would be familiar with Hollow's funeral rites would be you.
Yeah.
So let me know what it is.
I think because he himself was very much a somber person, it involves like a chain being made of some kind of material, whatever material is around. So Piper in this case would probably use the vines. A rope or chain to symbolize that your memories are like forever interlinked with those of the living. You are always tied to those in life as you are in death. And those who wear your chain and live on with your memory, make sure it never gets broken. Because Hollow is all about the emotions of others and trying to feel one's pain, like trying to be there as an entity to like feel pain and suffering with people, so that they don't have to stand alone, so that they can be heard. The end of it is just like a prayer to reach out to Hollow to share the pain or share the burden, and to help them pass on while also sharing the loss with them. So he'll end it with that prayer after kind of finagling this like vine-made chain around her.
Okay.
And he'll do the best of his abilities to do a proper prayer to Hollow. About how she was as devoted as she could be, and she was lost as a faithful to the church. She was as faithful as she could be, and she happened to get caught between something that wasn't meant for her. But that it's a great pain lost by those closest to her, because she, even though she was a member of a very somber way, she was always putting a smile on everyone's face, whether it's because she was being sassy or she was lightening up the mood, she was being a prankster. She was always bringing smiles to people in her household and sharing their pain with them when she could.
Kind of watch while you're doing these rites as those that have been kind of gathered around the site will somberly approach as well. They'll be keeping their heads down. And they're not looking out of like curiosity or trying to interfere with what you're doing. And at the same time, they still continue to keep their distance. Their crestfallen and somber appearance and demeanor will remain as they sort of just approach slowly and then stop at a safe distance to take part of the rite, as it were. Almost as if compelled by it. Finding some sort of answer to this, to what has happened here, to find some sort of meaning behind such wanton destruction. You'll understand why everyone has been gathering around. Those that have managed to be in the burial grounds have sort of gathered around and just awaiting the end.
Ash will come up next to Piper and sort of put an arm around him. Sorry, I wish we could do this properly.
Of course, the prayers probably won't even reach the gods here anymore. But good try.
We'll come back.
One last thing that I would like to do.
All right.
Is I have a bunch of guns in the bag of holding. Guns that still have like charges and shit like that.
Go on.
He wants to try to take a shard crystal out of one of the guns.
Okay.
And just like, if he can, place it on the hellebore flower, just because he knows that it's so hard to reach the gods here that if there was any way at all to reach the gods or anything like that, he knows that the shard crystals are powered by them in a sense. So
as you like grab the shard and try and place it upon the flower, you'll watch as the vines sort of react to this as if resisting you trying to place it. They kind of grow a little, nothing to harm the body, but you kind of see them twist and turn a little bit, almost as if to lash out against you. Would you still like to put the shard on the flower?
yes.
As you place it there, and as the vines continue to violently twist around, you'll watch as the hellebore flower glows a little bit. The vines twisting begins to slow, and then it settles back to its original state, allowing you to place the shard upon the flower.
And he'll sort of just back up again and then repeat the prayer that he's been doing until he gets pulled away. Towards the end of one of the prayers, this is for the audience, and for everybody in their brain hole. He has the lovely pleasure of getting to tell Hellebore now also that his sister passed, because Hellebore did also care because she was his sister too for quite a few years. So he uses sending to send that message to Hellebore, and is just met with utter scream sobbing in return.
with that, is there anything else that you guys would do here?
Not here, no.
Mm-mm.
Where would you head off to next?
Back to the chapel.
You'd head back to the chapel?
Yeah.
Okay. As you sort of arrive, you kind of understand the somber appearance of everyone. And, yeah, they continue to stare on as you all will return back to the heart of Haya. We can end the session here, or was there something that you wanted to do? Yes.
Yeah, can I do one last thing?
Absolutely.
Okay. Dash will walk in first, book still in hand, look at Logan for a second, and then he'll walk up here very purposefully.
Oh, you'll watch as Ulrich looks up at you. He's been kind of somberly praying this entire time, but as you kind of like approach, your footsteps like echoing off into the chapel, Ulrich looks at you and pays attention.
He will put all of his strength into pushing this fucking statue over.
Yeah. I won't even let you do a check. You'll just immediately... This statue is massive. It is extremely heavy, but with everything that you have in, you just watch it completely just kind of fall over and just shatter completely on the ground.
The second it does, he just stares at it and says to himself, "Come get me, asshole."
From there, you begin to hear the sounds of marching from upstairs as heavily cladded individuals are coming to meet you head on. And that is where we will wrap up today's session of Deadbeats.
Oh shit!
Thank you guys so much for playing! Woo!
For running, man.
Yeah, it was a great session.
God, Summer.
That's good.
Summer.
I've been crying for an hour straight.
Good.
I'm so snotty.
That's okay.
Today was.
Hey, guess what? I gotta go back to my subathon after this. What am I gonna tell my chat?
just
Like, everything's fine and nothing happened.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing happened to
Absolutely.
Deadbeats today, guys.
just be like everything. Yeah, feel like everything's fine. And that
Deadbeats was great, guys. I had such a fun time in session today. Nothing happened.